I live in a home. I live in Trinidad in a small village called Labrie, and my home is a blue and white house with three bedrooms, and I live there with my older brother and my son. My favorite room in the house is the kitchen because I share a lot of special memories in the kitchen with my mother. She was a chef and she taught me how to cook. So we spent a lot of time there bonding and making delicious meals. My kitchen is very spacious. It is painted in one of my mom's favorite color, which is light yellow. And we have an island in the middle of the kitchen where most of the food is prepared. We also have a small pantry that we keep our groceries in, refrigerator, and basic items such as microwave and oven and stove. We also have a large sink area that overlooks the yard, so we have a nice view of the fruit trees and the flowers. If I could improve one thing about my house, it will be to have a larger balcony. Presently, the balcony could only accommodate about three people. So I have a large family and I have friends that come over. So I would love to have a bigger balcony that could accommodate everyone at the same time so we could enjoy the view of the yard. I enjoy watching films because it reminds me of when I was younger and my brothers and my mom and dad used to meet in the living room and have family time, enjoying our favorite shows and having a good laugh. The kind of films that I enjoy most are comedy shows and movies. Comedy shows and movies always bring a lot of laughter, which releases stress and anxiety. And after a long day of work, it is nice to have a good laugh to relax. Also, hearing the laughter of my loved ones makes me even more happy. So, my favorites are comedies. I watched much TV as a child, and I always used to look forward to the weekends when my favorite cartoons used to be showed. And we also, my brother and I, always had to complete chores before our favorite shows come on. So it will be a race to finish the chores to get to enjoy our favorite shows on a weekend. And we usually watch TV all day once the chores are over till late at night, maybe 9, 10 o'clock. So it used to take up the majority of our weekends. During the week, it was limited due to school. So we used to get about 4 hours of TV time and then bed. Foreign language shows are popular in my country because Trinidad have various races and cultures and we accommodate everyone. So besides having shows in English, because Trinidad is an English speaking country, we have people of East Indian descent. So there are Indian shows, usually with English subtitles. Also, we have a lot of Spanish speaking shows with the subtitles below, as well as occasionally we will have Chinese shows with Kung Fu, and there will be subtitles at the bottom as well. So it is very popular, and we enjoy all the different types of shows that are shown from different languages, and we simply read the subtitle and gather what is going on in the movie. When someone is visiting my house, I will greet them with a warm smile and a handshake. I will welcome them in and tell them to make themselves comfortable. Also, I will find out what is their preference of refreshments and offer them refreshments according to their liking. And I will always make the place comfortable for them so they will be happy. I will not greet an old friend and a stranger the same way. I will greet a stranger with a handshake and a warm smile, and I will get to know them first because some people and some cultures do not appreciate certain gestures which may be normal for me, but it may not be normal for them. In some cultures, handshakes and hugs are not normal, so I will get to know them first before I proceed. Also, in contrast with an old friend, I would have already known them, known what they are accustomed to, and I'll greet them with a warm hug and a smile. And it will be no discomfort because they would have been accustomed to me for a very long time, and vice versa. I meet new people in various ways. I meet people through school. A lot of my friends, I met them during my school period, whether it is secondary school or tertiary education. Also, I make friends at work and I make friends when I go to church and visitors come to the church and we're introduced and numbers are exchanged. And we also meet up at certain events. Sometimes friendship happens very naturally. You may meet in a grocery or along the way home or to work. You may run into someone and a conversation may strike up. But my main way of meeting people is through my job or if I am enrolled in a school or doing a course, I'll meet people in class. I also meet people through mutual friends and through relatives. Sometimes my brother would invite his friends over and I will be introduced to them and we'll become friends that way as well. I believe that first impressions are important. How you present yourself physically and also your attitude, body language plays a major role in whether someone will want to speak to you again or not. If you are met with someone and they have a negative attitude or are very hostile, you may not want to see that person again. But if they greet you with a warm smile and are very pleasant and friendly, it will make you want to see that person again and get to know them better. So, first impressions do matter. A holiday I recently had was a trip to Texas, and that was in April. It was a lovely experience, and it was a 7 hour flight. So, even though it was a 7 hour flight, we had refreshments and entertainment. So, it was very pleasant. We also had good weather, and it was during a good season where the weather in Texas was warm. I went to visit my aunt in Texas. She grew up in Trinidad but migrated several years ago, over 30 years ago. So I often visit her. I went to visit her with my son, and it was his first time going to Texas and also his first time visiting the United States. And he was very excited. While we were in Texas, we visited the monuments, museums, various restaurants, various parks, and we also visited other relatives that were living close by and spent a lot of time with them. And we had barbecues and cookouts, and it was very lovely. I enjoyed it because I got to spend time with my family who have I have not seen in years. Also, I was able to share that experience with my son and show them somewhere new. He was very happy and he did not want to leave. The weather was lovely, the food was great, and everybody was very welcoming. So, we got to see a lot of places. We went to the beach and we got to relax. So we was away from the hustle and bustle of Trinidad. So that was a trip that we will never forget. If I had the chance to go anywhere, it will be Hawaii. The photos I have seen of Hawaii is very, very beautiful, and the beaches look amazing. Also, the culture of Hawaii is something I always wanted to experience, and it is somewhere that I hope to visit within the next 5 years. The landscape is amazing and the food is great. I had friends that visited there before and they always go back. Some people like traveling alone because when you go in groups, not everybody will agree on specific things and it may cause conflict. For instance, not everyone may want to go to the same restaurant or the same venues, whether it is beaches. Some people prefer to be indoors than outdoors, and that will always bring problems in the trip. And the purpose of the trip is to be happy. So that will bring discomfort and unhappiness. So some people prefer to go alone. Also, some people go on vacation for different reasons. Some people just need time alone to clear their head or just to reflect on life, and having people with you and they're talking and want to constantly be on the move will hinder the purpose of their going there to relax. It will not be a relaxing event anymore. It will be defeating the purpose of the trip. So that is why some people prefer to go on vacation and trips alone. I believe that travel has changed much in the last decade due to social media. There are a lot more advertisements for different places. There are Airbnbs and lovely hotel rates, discounts that are more advertised. So it will encourage people to travel more, seeing what they can experience. So, whereas before you will just hear about Hawaii and see a few pictures, now you have videos of people having the experience, and it will encourage you to want to have that experience as well. So, you get a better taste of what you will expect when you go, and it will be more encouraging. Also, there are a lot more offers, group discounts that will also encourage people to want to travel. I believe that travel changes people because when they get to see a different culture, they get a better appreciation for that country or that particular city that they go in. Also, it may want them to encourage other people to go back, or they may enjoy it so much that they may want to migrate to that particular place. So that experience may open their eyes and realize that they may be missing something in their life, and life is short, so they may want to take that leap and go to this new place that they have discovered. A disadvantage to modern day travel is safety. Again, due to social media and everybody advertising where they will be at all times, predators may be away and be lurking on social media, and they may become a target. So that is a downside to traveling. Also, in a new country, if you don't have friends or you are not sure which areas are safe, more safer than the other, they may be a risk for your safety. So that is one issue that may be with modern day travel.